What kind of security system do you need if you're running an Airbnb property? That's at the heart of this video. Now, we have a security camera that we use and endorse, and we'll talk about the features for that one, but we found a new product. I reached out to that company to get permission to do this video for you, and the only con that I really want to give you, which leads to the question here, is that it doesn't have a camera on it, but it does motion detection, noise detection, humidity, other alarm detection, all these other things. It has a lot of bells and whistles, but because it doesn't have a camera on it, the question we want to kind of get into in this video is, do you still need a security camera if you have this new security system that we are using moving forward? So my name's Rakidzich. This is a video about protecting your home. Let's jump right in. All right, so welcome back. Now, I have over 50 properties, and I've had my fair share of craziness. My first year, we had a party at a studio in Houston where like 50, 60 people tried to cram themselves into a 550 square foot, 600 square foot apartment, and they threw a rager. And the concierge of the building did not say anything. They just reported it to the building, and I got in trouble. If I had any way to prevent that, I would have, because it cost me my building relationship. Recently, like this last Christmas, we had somebody completely rob a 2-bedroom apartment. We've got a video on that. And there's all sorts of stuff that happens all the time. We also did a video of your protocol for when people don't check out on time, right? And how to handle that. Because things go wrong in your Airbnb short-term rental properties. They just always go wrong. It's just, you have more exposure to tenants, different tenants. You have to be prepared for more contingencies. So let's start off by introducing you to our endorsement for home security camera system based on price, efficacy, etc. And I'll walk you through why. So this is this one is not even open yet. We could do an unboxing, but we're not going to do an unboxing. By the way, I'm going to give this one to you guys. Leave a comment to tell me that I want a Blink XT2, and somebody in the comments is going to get this one because I'm not going to open it up. We'll do an unboxing. I've got actually a ton in this cabinet behind me because we keep extras of these, because one thing that happens with home security systems, you may know, is bad guests will take these down. They'll stop you. And so the one thing that you need to have with any security system, anyone at all, is you need to have a security system that will let you know when it's been tampered with or deactivated, okay? So that is a feature of this. Okay, so the thing about the XT2 is it is a wireless, battery operated, can be mounted everywhere. This is outdoor friendly, motion detected security camera. So what we do is we point them, we're inside the home and we point it at the front door. So whenever the door swings open, the motion detection activates and we can see who's entering. We can only do this when the listing is not booked, right? So this is our unlawful entry, who's entering the home thing. We even keep this running when the cleaners are there, when maintenance is supposed to show up, because if somebody walks out with our TV, even one of your employees, you will now know. And we've had TVs stolen, and almost every time a TV's been stolen, it's been by a former or ex-employee that knew our system and decided that they knew that they could get in and take a TV and try to cover it up and blame it on a guest. Not fun. We've had a maintenance guy steal from us before too, so this is helpful for that. Now, the cool thing about this one, this is the second generation. The difference between the XT and the XT2 is the XT2 is outdoor and it has two-way audio. So with two-way audio, you can hold a button on your app and you can talk to a person through the camera. This is really cool if you want to inform somebody that the police are coming. How about that, for example? Now, the thing about this is you cannot continuously run or continuously monitor this because you are actually hearing the words coming out of people's mouth, and that is illegal surveillance, to record people's conversations, even inside of property that you own. You can't just record somebody's conversation without your permission. I know that in some states, if you're involved in that conversation, you can record yourself, but you're not involved in these conversations. So running this thing and like monitoring the feed is illegal surveillance. So you can only have this as something you activate in a time of need. So this has been good for us when nobody's supposed to be in the home, or if we know about a party, we can kick it on and start barking through it before our property manager gets there, right? We can also set this thing to then record and know how many people exactly are in a home. And this is important because you can get paid from Airbnb if there's more people in your home than that they're supposed to be. You need to have this in your house rules, and you can also set this up in your pricing that if there's more than 10 people at your home, they have to pay per person. So let's say 50, 65 people show up at your house to throw a rager, and there's only supposed to be 8, you should be able to collect a certain number, like $25 per person, for every person beyond 8. So this is $100, and if that happens to you once and you get a $500 settlement from Airbnb because this person threw a rager, you just made $400 on this, right? Now, only problem, this doesn't prevent parties. This does not allow you to surveil audio. That's the only thing that I don't like about this. I will tell you the one other thing that we do with this. We have tons of these. How do you monitor tons of these from multiple devices? Well, our manager has an app right on her phone. Did you know that on a desktop computer, you can get an Android emulation software, and that Android emulation software allows you to download the app for the Blink onto a desktop or laptop computer so you can have an employee of your company at all times monitoring these. So if your property manager that works during the day monitors these because of cleaners and stuff like that, and you want a security guy to monitor these at night, you can then give him an app on his laptop, if not on his phone, and you can actually run everything through the laptop. And what's cool about that too is it's a lot easier to record a screen on a laptop. So if you wanted to screencast anything live for any reason, you could. Obviously, this does record a loop, which allows you to then get the feed. Now, the thing, of course, is this needs Wi-Fi connection. And if somebody disables the Wi-Fi, it could screw you up. So we'll talk more about preventing people from hacking your security systems, like Wi-Fi stuff, in a future video, but I just wanted to explain to you the benefits of having a camera at all. Now, you do need to put in your house rules that you have surveillance equipment. In the house rules, where you write your custom house rules and you can say no parties, no pets, yes for kids, additional rules, other things people may need to know, there's a checkbox for surveillance or security, and you have to write what kind of surveillance or security you have in the home. We say that we have a motion detection camera facing the front door, is what we say for this. So now let me introduce you to our new product, and I'll tell you a story about this. This is the Point security system. I hunted for this company for a week to find a company like this. The reason why? I hate NoiseAware. Hate them. And here's why. They have a membership you're required to pay. Not only do you have to pay over $200 for the product, you have to pay a monthly membership to use it. And they reached out to me and said, hey Sean, we love your channel. Thank you so much for everything you do. We want to talk to you about our product. And I said, hey, I love the type of product you have. The noise monitoring thing is great, but I hate the membership model. If you guys didn't have the membership model, I'd be using it already. And I thought that we were about to have a conversation about their product, like they said via email. Nope. They went and found another influencer who would sell themselves off for $1 and not care about their audience. So NoiseAware, take a hike. You're the reason why I found this product, and it's better by a long shot. First off, these are $50 cheaper or more per item. If you buy them in bulk, they're super cheap. We also, by the way, have a 25% off discount because I called these guys and made friends with them. So you're gonna spend about $100 per Point unit as opposed to $200+ per NoiseAware unit. They both monitor audio. Now, what does this have that NoiseAware does not have? Okay, this is gonna be fun. Not only does it do like noise detection, it does not first off have to plug into a power jack. The way NoiseAware works is it has to plug into a power jack and you screw it in, right? So basically it only can go in 3 feet above the ground anywhere in your property that there's a power jack, and that's it. And so it's super easy to be seen. It looks like conspicuous. So who's gonna want to like put that in? It's kind of like an obvious, like what's up with this? So it's much more easily tampered with. This goes into the ceiling or anywhere else you want to. It can be battery powered so it doesn't need a power supply. And it looks like a smoke detector is essentially what it looks like. So, but since you can put it anywhere, if you've got points of your home where people would congregate to throw parties, like the kitchen or the backyard, you can put these up and monitor noise much more closely to where a group of people would congregate to throw a party. In addition, it does what's the motion detection. So the one thing, this is less needed now because this will let us know if an intruder comes in, right? So the moment that somebody enters a space, we get a push notification into our app and it lets us know. So points for this. Here's another hack for this, and this is what I'm super excited about: preventative maintenance for your HVAC. This gives you temperature monitoring. So you can go into your system. Now without a lens and without recording audio or monitoring audio, you can look at this real time and go, oh, it's 84 degrees. And the decibel level is 40 when it's supposed to be like normally like 32 or 30 as its baseline, etc. And you can take your basically your health score on your home with this. And so if it's suddenly 84 degrees when it's supposed to be kept at like 74, you go, well, why is that? Right? And you can send a housekeeper to, hello, hey, I just noticed it's 10 degrees too hot in this home. Is everything up? Everything okay with your air conditioner? Otherwise, if nobody's there yet, you can actually go and check and make sure that the HVAC didn't break. And you know how many times we've had to give somebody a refund or get them a hotel room because the HVAC broke sometime during the day and they showed up at 9 or 10 p.m. and they realized that at 10 p.m. it's 80 degrees in the home? Have you ever had an HVAC break and you had to like refund somebody? Well, you at 3 p.m. could have known that your HVAC went out. Like at the peak of when it was hot and just the HVAC couldn't keep up and it just dudded on you, you would have like a 6-hour head start to get maintenance out there. So that's what I'm excited about is the temperature monitoring. Now it does humidity monitoring, which is cool because if it's hot and it floods in your home, the humidity level in your home will change if there's standing water in your home, so that'll help. And this can also detect other sirens. So if your smoke alarm goes off or glass breaks, you can pretty much have this thing detect certain things and let you know if other stuff is up. So even if motion detection doesn't work, somebody breaks the glass to get in your home and it hears it, it'll let you know about that, like a break-in. So I am super stoked about this. Now this can be docked into a power supply, so it doesn't have to run on batteries, but if it runs on batteries, it runs 6 months at a time and the batteries are rechargeable. Little mini features like this can be also be a pathway light, so that's kind of cool if you want to have like a nightlight style like entranceway. But now, because the one problem with this, because it doesn't have a lens, is if somebody throws a party, you cannot count how many people are there, right? This will let you know that the audio level is too high. And the way that works is you'll set the audio at like 85 or 90 or something like that. And if the audio in your house breaks the 85 or 90 decibel level mark, it'll start sending you push notifications about tripping the noise. So you would have to show up on site to see how many people are there at your home, and you could not collect from Airbnb because you would need proof of the amount of people. So after all of this, like, I love this thing to death, and having it for $110 with no membership fee is a gigantic plus, and this will allow you to prevent parties as they're ramping up. So that way, if concierge of your building doesn't tell you that a party's being thrown, the moment that there's 5 or 6 people in the space instead of 3 or 4, and your guests are being unruly, you'll know the minute of, which is huge, and you can respond. I would stack them. So yes, I think you still need a security camera for your home because you need to be able to take a screenshot of how many guests are there. So if people are throwing a party, you say the police and I are on the way, and people start clearing out while you're on the way to make sure that everybody gets kicked out and you don't catch them in the act. You still would love to have that camera facing the front door, recording people as they leave, and you go, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80. My house rules say 25 per person, past 10, so now I'm charging you $25 per person for 70 people that should not have been in my home. Checkmate, right? So I will do an unboxing because I haven't opened this one yet. I'm super stoked. This company is actually from Europe, and these guys are sweet. They're responsive. They're writing custom code because you ask them to. Like, these guys are trying to take the game over, right? These guys they're just much better than NoiseAware by far. I think NoiseAware, the people who run it are a little arrogant, and they're way too much about their business, and they think that they're the biggest kid in the playground. But as of now, no, they're second fiddle. So sorry, NoiseAware, bye. There is a discount code in the description if you want one of these or 100 of these. I would recommend getting one per property, and if you have a big property, take a walk through your home and identify places where there would be noise clusters and put this up. So discount code will give you 25% off an unlimited number of these bad boys. You could buy 1,000 of them and get 25% off all of them. There's no limit. Thank you guys for watching this whole video and listening to me rant about home security. But the tens of thousands of dollars that I've lost hosting and not knowing about stuff like this, I'm glad to have it for you guys. So thank you for watching Airbnb Automated. Make sure to get your point system. I'll also put a description, a link for the Blink XT2, so that way you can have that. And you know what? I'll give this away too, why not? I will unbox this, but I'll give it away once I'm done unboxing. So we'll give away an XT2 and we'll give away a point. Just leave a comment down in the bottom, and if you want to win the point, you now actually have to say, I would also like to win the point. So comment for the XT2 and also include in your comment, you want to win this point system. Because yeah, we make a couple $100,000 a month on Airbnb. I can afford a few of these. So anyway, thanks for watching Airbnb Automated. Be safe, and I will see you on the other side.